everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 19th of August. So today, the Sun makes a conjunction to Mercury, Venus makes a biquintal to Chiron, which I'll talk about in a while, Venus makes a square to Jupiter, the Moon enters void of course, Venus makes an opposition to Saturn, the Moon enters Aquarius, the Sun makes a square to Uranus, and there's a super full Moon, and Jupiter squares Saturn, so there's a lot. And I deal with all of that, yeah, you guessed it, on the weekly Scopes. So Venus's biquintal to Chiron is the only thing I'm talking about today here, and it just supports us having more self-respect, worth and love, and supports our deep emotional healing from within us, allows us to connect with our inner trauma and remove blocks related to not being able to give or receive love, and not feeling like we are worthy enough of our own love, our own time and resources. A lot of the time, especially if you're like a people pleaser type, we can feel, because I'm in recovery for that codependency and stuff, so we can feel like we don't deserve our own love and all the attention and care we give to everyone else, when they're ill or when they're normal, we don't think we deserve it. So this energy wants us to embrace our vulnerabilities and walk towards loving ourselves and creating more inner peace and acceptance for ourselves. Negatively, because it brings up our deep-seated insecurities, people can trigger us, and we can this can cause trouble in our relationships and stuff, as it pushes us outside of our comfort zone and may force us to confront difficult truths to ourselves or even with others in our relationships. Even though it's subtle, the realizations that you make within you may force you to have to say things out loud, and this can make you feel scared and challenging, but you're supported to have a more open heart and be willing to grow and to be able to speak your truth. Spiritually, it invites us to explore the deeper level of our souls and connect with our inner wounds. Psychologically, it wants us to challenge and think, actually just listen to and question, actually that's the right word, our subconscious beliefs about love, relationships and our self-worth. And of course, by examining our emotional patterns and vulnerabilities, we can gain vulnerable insights that can help us manage ourselves on a much more deeper level, in a much more balanced way. And content creators can talk about how we can become more self-aware, more open to self-love and healing, why we partake in our self-destructive habits and addictive thoughts and behaviours. A lot of the time we're scared. We take drugs, alcohol and all our other distractions, whether it be Netflix and chilling, engaging in toxic relationships, because sometimes it reminds us of, it's like a comfort. We've all got sort of like Stockholm syndrome, especially when it comes to our parents sometimes, and the ways that they may have been, especially if they were abusive psychologically, emotionally and spiritually. So even on the surface we may say we don't want destruction, we may attract it and crave it out. So this aspect wants us to get real about that, and content creators can talk about how we can be more open to self-love and healing and facing our painful path, and how we can slowly let go of our self-destructive habits and addictions, because sometimes it can be nice if you could give them all up at once, and some things you should just give up like that if you can. But sometimes I believe in the slow and steady approach, and sometimes it's best to just slowly wean yourself off stuff. In fact, it can be medically toxic. Death could happen if you do it too quickly, especially if you're on drugs, so not to feel shame or guilt or anything like that, but just to respect yourself and to know that you can do it, and it's never too late to change. So yeah, that was the daily Scopes for the 19th of August.